Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to Shoptalk Radio, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. And you can listen to me at on iHeartRadio, Apple Music. All you have to do is just sign in and create an account and look for the logo WDRB. And you can listen to information, inspiration, a lot of good stuff over there. I promise. So, guys, you can also, if you want to see, if you missed the show, if you happen to miss it, you can see it or see my other stuff on my Instagram and YouTube at Shop Talk Radio 2020. Shop Talk Radio 2020. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. But guys, I know I'm a little corny sometimes. But God balances me out where the corny don't take over. You know what I'm saying? So, just bear with me, and this is what I can bring to you guys. I'm telling you, it's a higher spirit that has taken over and has given me this platform to uplift my youth and uplift my women and men and my culture and abroad. I wanna I'm just he brought me here to do this, and I don't know, it's fell in my lap, and I am doing it, and I'm bringing it. Okay. So today, guys, we are going to talk about mental illness and the things that I'm seeing out here in the streets. And we're going to talk about voting, okay? But first, as far as the mental illness, I don't know, guys, is it me that's just seeing this, or is it in your states too? Because our station is everywhere in all 50 states. So I'm just wondering, wherever you guys are listening to us at, do you see young men and women, mostly the men where I am locally? I see a lot of young men walking the streets, and it's like all day, that's all they do. And it's kind of, it's so sad, because I want to help. I do help, and sometimes it's received and sometimes it's not, because you really don't know where a person's head is at, and you don't want to judge a person and think that they will hurt you, or think that they're crazy, or psychotic, if you walk up to them, because you just don't know. And I'm just trying to find out, do you guys see this too? Because I'm wondering, these are some young men between the ages of, I must say, I have seen about maybe 4 in my community that just roaming around and just walking around like lost. And I'm wondering why. These are young, healthy black men between the ages of like 25 and 35, I'll say. Nice looking black men. I just don't understand it. Right? So, and I'm wondering, it's one that I've conversed with, and I talked to him and I asked him, what is it that's going on? How can I help you? Is there any way I can help you? And so, he really didn't have too much of an answer why he's out there. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if it comes from shame or embarrassment, but it's just I fell on hard times. But what I'm thinking, guys, if you guys see it in your city and town, I'm trying to figure out, what is it? Are they mentally ill and can't get the help, and the family knows that they need help, and in the night they do have somewhere to live, but in the day all they do is roam the community. So I'm wondering, is that just their life right now where they are? Is that what they do? Because they're mentally ill and they probably get the help, or probably on medicine, because I'm going to tell you guys something that made me not be judgmental on their mental illness, because mental illness hits close to home in my family. And I have a cousin that have actually done and behaved in the manner of what I'm speaking, of what I'm seeing with these young black men. And that's all he did every day, is that was his routine. And he don't hurt nobody, he don't bother nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it could be alarming, and it makes a person standoffish because you don't know what a person will do. And that's where I am today, where I don't know what these men will do. You know what I'm saying? Like approaching them, trying to help them. Is there an outreach in your communities that maybe you can give them the information or lead them to? I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to go about this to get these young men help. Because one other instance, I was at a restaurant, and this very young man, he kind of startled me in a sense, like, okay, I mean, he was right up on me, you know what I'm saying? And you just don't know what people are about or what they're going to do. So I'm just concerned about the safety of the women in the community where these young men are just roaming around. I'm trying to wonder, are they just released from prison? Are they just released from jail? And they possibly burned their bridges at home, you know, where they can't go back home, so they're on the streets? Or are they just in a place, are they on drugs and they roam the streets to beg for money for their habits? You know, how can we get these young men help? Do you see it? I do. I just want to know, do you guys see what I see? Because it makes me cry. Like, it's just so sad. You know, it's like our men are being targeted. Our men are being, it's like a curse on our culture. We should not have so many men battling mental illness. So what I'm going to do, I have a crisis, I have a number. If you know somebody, if you're locally where I am in North Carolina, if you're local and you need help and you're in the Charlotte area, I have a number, and this is a crisis number. So if you are local and you're here, you can call 704-566-3410. 704-566-3410. Monday through Friday. So if you know someone that needs a referral, now this one is the crisis line. If it's really, really bad, if somebody is really, really going through abuse, or their mental illness is really, really out of control and you can't control that child or that adult, the 704-566-3410 number you can call. And then there's a referral number. This is a 1-800 number. So anybody could call this number, and you can refer them out to someone. And this is 1-800-939-5911. I hope that helps someone. I am going to write this number down and pass it on to these young men. But the thing about that is how do you approach someone that is walking the streets daily? How do you know which way to go, you know, and be safe at the same time, being a woman? They also have a mental health affordable private therapy. Listen, there's nothing wrong with getting help or therapy, meaning you need to talk to somebody about your issue or your problems or your trauma. It's nothing wrong with that. That's a taboo in the Black community, that we don't use therapists, because that's like a no-no. But again, you can look it up, betterhelp.com, and that's anybody could go there, betterhelp.com, and you can find it will lead you to the right therapist. They take insurance. any kind of way. BetterHelp.com. Because I'm just wondering, do you guys see what I see? It's so many men walking on the street and they're, they're helpless. I know some people have hard times in life, and obviously they have felt on some hard times, but I'm wondering, why are they there? And it's kind of freaky. It freaks me out to the point where if they walking up on you. And one young lady, recently, she was raped by someone. So it's not a good thing for the community, but I don't want to bring alarm to it where they're being targeted either. My goal and mission is for them to get help. That's it. For them to get help. And I hope that someone hears this and reach out to me if you work in that field, or you have some kind of information for me to help me and teach me how to go in the right path of directing them in the right path to help them out. And you can email me at LockhartJoni622@gmail.com. LockhartJoni622@gmail.com. Please. It's been on my heart to help these young men. But what could one woman do? I'm a one-woman show, but I just need to be directed to the right people so that I can possibly help these young men. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about a serious issue as far as voting, guys. It's voting season. Is starting up again. I think I heard a few losses with this voting that just happened. Recently, I think they voted for some mayors and city councils or something like that, and it was a little bit of disappointment there. So we got to get out and vote in our communities. I'm gonna push it like I did last year and the year before. So you guys make sure that is what counts. We gotta get out there and vote. Tell your friends, tell your friend, and tell your other friend. We gotta vote so we can keep the people in. Because if they win and get the people out who we need in, okay, because I'm not trying to name where I am, but as a people, we need to vote so we keep the people in that we need, so we keep our resources continuing on. Because the last thing we need is to revert backwards, because we need all the help we can get in our communities. And the only way we're going to do it is to get out there and vote. In your communities is where it matters. Not just to vote for a president. The smaller part is voting for the city councils and the mayors and the commissioners and the police department and the fire department, and so you could continue getting your food stamps, and so that's where it matters, people. That's where it matters. We gotta vote. We gotta get out and push for our rights. We gotta stand up for our children. We gotta stand up for our children. Not the people in my age range. Not the people even in the older age range. We gotta prepare our communities and our future now. This is the time now. So you guys make sure you get out there and vote. And you will hear me again pushing voting. And guys, send me those emails as far as the question about the mental illness. If you have anything that would help me to lead me to get this done, I would gladly appreciate it. But yeah, we got to come together as a people, guys. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say it, but God has led me here to say and do his mission, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it how I do it, and the only way I can do it is be me. So, like it, love it, or hate it, either one. And you know what? I want you guys to go over to my YouTube channel, Shoptalk Radio 2020. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do. Just do something. Just do something. Support me like I support y'all. I'm on everybody's page. I be everywhere. So, Again, you are listening to Shop Talk Radio 2020, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. Remember, be blessed and definitely not stressed. Peace out.